Whenever the concept of freedom of speech, association, expression comes to mind, Hollywood elitists, that is normally what comes to mind is a visual representation. And especially old Hanoi Jane out here. I mean, one of the most tone-deaf things I've seen in quite a while, Jane Fonda relaunches the Committee for the First Amendment with support of 550 celebrities, including Pedro, Pascal, Viola Davis, and more. Oh my God. But okay, you're relaunching the Committee for the First Amendment. Now, forgive me, as somebody who has championed free speech quite a bit over the years, I'm unfamiliar with this said committee. Well, it has roots and origins touching on 70 years ago. Okay, cool. Why does it need to be relaunched now of all times? But Jane Fonda has relaunched the Committee for the First Amendment, a McCarthy-era initiative founded in the 1940s by her father, Henry Fonda, to protect against attacks on free speech. Oh, okay. It was meant as a means to combating the House Un-American Activities Committee. Oh, okay, cool. So this is a pro-commie organization. Fantastic stuff. Makes sense why you would have Pedro sign up. The committee has already received the support of more than 550 A-list names, including Gracie Abrams. Okay. Quinta Bruns. You're not really getting off on a good footing here when you're saying A-list names, and I'm going, who? Kerry Washington, okay, Natalie Portman, Aaron Sorkin, Spike Lee, Viola Davis, Pedro Pascal, Ben Stiller, Whoopi Goldberg, Sean Penn, John Legend, Damon Lindelof, Julianne Moore, Janelle Monáe, Barbara Streisand, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Ethan Hawke, Judd Apatow, Billie Eilish, Angelica Houston, and Rosie O'Donnell. Okay, cool. All of the usual suspects. I'm not shocked by any people that are on this. But I heard something else. It's like Nicolas Cage signed up to this. It's like, I don't know, maybe he was thinking that it was a role. It's like, okay, cool. You guys are casting for another movie. I only do like 25 a year, so what's 26? The McCarthy era ended when Americans from across the political spectrum finally came together and stood up for the principles of the Constitution against the forces of repression. The McCarthy era, what were they going against? Do we want to talk about that? Oh, okay. And those forces have returned, and it is our turn to stand together in defense of our constitutional rights. Fucking lol. She continued, we refuse to stand by and let that happen. Free speech and free expression are the inalienable rights of every American of all backgrounds and political beliefs. Oh my God. No matter how liberal or conservative you may be. Oh, shut up. The ability to criticize, question, protest, and even mock those in power is foundational to what America has always aspired to be. Freedom of speech has been at the top of the mind for the industry professionals as of late, especially, yes, because this was the impetus for this after Jimmy Kimmel got a paid fucking vacation. And here we are, what, a couple of weeks later? And yeah, his ratings have returned to normal, meaning nobody's watching. Freedom of expression is very much in effect in the case of Jimmy Kimmel. Everybody wanted to see what he said after he got suspended by his employers, not by Donald Trump and the FCC, but after they realized that, oh shit, this is Jimmy Kimmel, nobody wanted to tune in for another episode. But Jimmy Kimmel Live was preempted, yes, as shortly after the FCC chair Brendan Carr appeared to threaten action against the broadcaster if they didn't reprimand Late Night Host for his commentary. Yeah, Brendan Carr said something, but it was also Disney and broadcasters like Sinclair and Nexstar that ultimately made the decision to get rid of Kimmel for a few days. This wasn't an FCC thing. This wasn't a suppression of free speech. This was, as the leftists tried to point out, back before they gave a fuck about freedom of speech, this was consequence culture. So funny, right? When the shoe's on the other foot, they don't want to point it out. But yeah, you have the audacity to say, we don't care if you're, super liberal or if you're no matter how liberal or conservative you may be. And then, yeah, when this news broke, fucking hilarious. You got Gina Carano going, oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, remember that time when you guys had my back? No, exactly. Of course not. But yeah, just simply taking a look at this goofy ass committee's, website. God damn it, man. You would think such affluent and financially flush individuals would be able to put together a better website. I mean, holy shit, this thing sucks dick. But yeah, it's not even formatted properly. Like, we're scrolling down here. Oh, take a look at all of these people that signed up to this stuff. I mean, look, you just continue to go through. But yeah, all the 550 people that you have right there. And yeah, it's a veritable who's that of the industry. It's all of your A-listers that are out there like Lulu Wang and Lynn Lear, Maha Dalkey. Oh my God, you got actors, you got producers, songwriters, executive producers. You've got a comedian. Oh my God. I wonder if they ended up getting any of that Saudi money to go over there and tell a couple of jokes for the Crown family. But the hypocrisy, well, I mean, it's so bloody obvious, man, okay? It's Jane Fonda pushing another commie cause because it's another day ending in Y. But in all of their press releases and all of their statements, they never really want to talk about their history and why this committee, quote-unquote committee, was required all the way back during the McCarthy era. Well, that was because, who exactly was McCarthy going after? All right, communists in the federal government. And unfortunately, the only thing that is pointed out, the end of McCarthyism, yeah, unfortunately, he didn't go far enough. But why exactly they can't espouse any of their origins is because advocating for the type of shit that all of them are signing up for is actually illegal, by the way. Okay, it's not protected speech, which, as somebody who is generally speaking closer to a free speech absolutist than a lot of people that are out there, I would say curtailing commie rhetoric, I'm kind of fine with that one. The Communist Control Act of 1954 is an American law signed by President Dwight D. Eisenhower. Oh, what a good man. If you don't hear me the first time, well, you'll hear me with the second response. On August 24th, 1954, that outlawed the Communist Party USA and criminalized membership in support of the Communist Action Organization on the basis that communists vowed to overthrow the government in the United States. Yeah, by trying to subvert and use your own rhetoric and your own values against you, like any good subversionist. Hey guys, you guys are the ones that are so for all of this free speech stuff. We hear all of these conservatives all the time champion the First Amendment. Well, now something like that, tangentially sort of, is happening to Jimmy Kimmel. Where's your support on this? They want to try to weaponize your principles against you because they don't have any themselves. Because if they did, like Gina Carano points out, where the fuck were you back when I was going through my shit? Okay? The countless people that also got canceled for legitimate jokes that are never going to work in the industry again. Guys like Joey Ryan in professional wrestling, who made a pass at Roxanne Perez, working as Roxy on the indie scene at the time, but he didn't know that she was underage. I think she was, 17 or something like that at the time, and at the moment that he found out that she was, he went, oh, sorry about that, nope, well, don't worry about it, okay, I want nothing to do with this, and then she ended up running it back later when it was more politically advantageous, and he fucking killed that guy's career so stone cold that he can't even work as a security guard at a theme park half a decade later. Leftists, subversionists, Hollywood elites, why am I being redundant? Only give a fuck about things when they start to affect them directly, because they realize that now they're having to reap what they sow. They aren't exactly thrilled with the world that they've created for themselves. But to take a page out of the book that they're clearly reading from, their Saul Alinsky Rules for Radicals playbook, they want to try to hold up a mirror to you and weaponize your values, your beliefs, your principles against you. Let's just go ahead and let them twist in the wind. Let them play by the rules that they laid out for themselves. So if they want to take up the banner of free speech, constantly remind them why they needed this committee in the first place. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.